Opportunities do not wait. They come and go in the blink of an eye. What if a single decision could change your entire life? What if missing out on something today means losing an invaluable fortune forever? Stay with me till the end because this story will teach you a lesson you will never forget. In a bustling town filled with merchants and traders, there lived a humble laborer named Ramesh. His days were spent under the scorching sun, digging up soil and carrying heavy loads on his donkey. Despite his hardships, he never complained. He believed in hard work, even though life had never rewarded him generously. One day, something unexpected happened that could have turned his fate forever. But would he realize its worth in time? Once upon a time, in a small but busy town, there lived a man named Ramesh. He was a poor laborer who worked tirelessly every day, digging up soil and loading it onto his donkey to sell in the market. Ramesh had no formal education, no wealth, and no connections, but he had one thing: determination. He believed that through hard work, he could one day make a better life for himself. Every morning before the sun rose, he would set out with his donkey, carrying heavy sacks of soil on his back, his hands hardened from years of labor. The town's merchants and traders barely noticed him, treating him as just another worker struggling to make ends meet. He often wished for a better life, but he never complained. His only dream was to earn enough money to live comfortably and provide for his family. One fateful day, as Ramesh was digging, his shovel hit something solid. Curious, he kneeled down and brushed away the soil, revealing a bright, glistening stone buried deep beneath the earth. It was unlike anything he had ever seen before, smooth, heavy, and sparkling in the sunlight. He held it in his rough hands, turning it over, mesmerized by its beauty. To him, it was just another odd-looking rock, nothing special. He had no knowledge of gemstones, no idea that he had just unearthed a rare and priceless diamond. Not knowing what to do with it, Ramesh tied the stone around his donkey's neck and continued with his work. To him, it was just an ordinary stone, attractive, perhaps, but of no real value. He carried on with his daily routine, unaware that he was carrying a fortune wherever he went. Days passed, and Ramesh continued his laborious work, oblivious to the treasure he possessed. One afternoon, as he walked through the crowded market with his donkey, the sunlight caught the stone's surface, making it shine brilliantly. A wealthy merchant running a small grocery shop happened to notice it. The merchant had an eye for valuable things, and the stone's unusual sparkle caught his attention. Curious, the merchant approached Ramesh and asked about the stone. "What is that shining thing around your donkey's neck?" he inquired. Ramesh looked at it and shrugged, responding, "It's just a stone I found while digging. Nothing special." The merchant, suspecting that the stone might be worth something, saw an opportunity. Without hesitation, he offered Ramesh 50 rupees for it. To Ramesh, this seemed like an excellent deal. 50 rupees was a good sum of money for something he thought was worthless. Without a second thought, he agreed, handing over the stone and walking away, feeling satisfied with his trade. The merchant, now the owner of the mysterious stone, took it back to his shop and hung it near his weighing scale. He placed it there for decoration, thinking it looked attractive and might bring more customers to his shop. People admired the beautiful stone, commenting on its dazzling shine. Yet, none of them realized its true value. Days later, a jeweler visited the market and happened to stop by the merchant's shop. His sharp, trained eyes immediately recognized the stone for what it was, a rare and priceless diamond, worth more than anyone in the town could ever imagine. Trying to mask his excitement, he casually asked the merchant about the stone, pretending to show mild interest. The merchant, still unaware of its true worth, saw an opportunity to make a small profit. When the jeweler asked for its price, the merchant confidently demanded 100 rupees. The jeweler, always looking for a bargain, decided to negotiate. 80 rupees, he offered, thinking he could get it for even less. The merchant, sensing he could make a little more, refused to lower the price. The jeweler hesitated. He wanted the stone but believed he could return the next day and negotiate a better deal, perhaps 90 rupees instead. As fate would have it, later that evening, another jeweler, traveling from a distant city, stopped by the shop after his car broke down. As he waited for his vehicle to be repaired, his eyes landed on the diamond. Unlike the first jeweler, he knew an opportunity when he saw one. Without hesitation, he pulled out a 100-rupee note and bought the stone immediately. The next morning, the first jeweler returned, ready to negotiate further. But when he looked around, the diamond was missing. Alarmed, he asked the merchant where it had gone. When he learned that another man had bought it for the very price he had refused to pay, regret washed over him. He realized his mistake. He had been too focused on saving a few rupees and lost something of immeasurable value. The merchant, now laughing, looked at the jeweler and said, "I didn't know it was a priceless diamond, but you did. Still, you argued over 20 rupees. And because of that, you let something invaluable slip through your fingers." The jeweler, filled with regret, walked away knowing he had missed a golden opportunity. His greed for a small discount had cost him a fortune. He had thought he was outsmarting the merchant, but in reality, he had outsmarted himself. Meanwhile, Ramesh continued his life as a laborer, unaware that he had once owned a fortune and given it away for just 50 rupees. He never realized how close he had been to escaping his struggles. The diamond had passed through many hands, but the only person who truly recognized its value was the one who seized the opportunity immediately. This story teaches us 3 crucial lessons. First, being stingy in the wrong places can cost us more than we imagine. Second, opportunities do not wait for anyone. If you hesitate, they may be gone forever. Third, delaying decisions can be the biggest mistake of all. There is an old saying, "Do tomorrow's work today and today's work now." The right time is always now. Success belongs to those who recognize and seize the right opportunities. If this story resonated with you, take a moment to think. Will you be ready when your next big chance arrives? Share this with someone who needs inspiration, and let's empower each other to take bold steps toward success. Like the channel to get more such like best videos.